Welcome back to Daily Flash. Are you a people pleaser? Well, it sounds like a good thing, but there could actually be a downside to this. Joining us now is Florence and Romano with some insight. Florence, and welcome back to the show.
I love being here. Thank you for having me.
So tell us how people pleasing can have a negative impact on our self-esteem and personal growth.
Coming from a recovering people pleaser, I think you could say I have a hard time with this too. I think everybody does. And, people pleasing, like you said, it sounds like it's a good thing, but unfortunately, it sometimes creates a lack of boundaries for yourself. It can affect your self-esteem. It can affect your authenticity, your self-worth. And also, sometimes it creates a facade for you. You start to act a certain way with certain people because you want to fit in, or you want them to like you, or you want to match their energy, or think what they're doing is cool and you want to be cool like them. These are kind of like almost grammar school lessons that you want to fit in with a certain crowd. We kind of do that as we get older in a lot of ways, even as adults. And so this people pleasing concept, it can get us in a lot of trouble and can let us feel really depleted and also kind of bad about ourselves as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Sometimes we walk into a room and we're more reactive than we are
Right,
proactive. And I just
right.
heard a really great saying, don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. And I thought,
Oh my
oh, that
gosh.
is
Yeah.
so true.
It's so true. And we want to be accommodating. We want to
Yes.
be compassionate people, right? And so it makes sense that you want to put others' feelings first. And there's nothing wrong with living a life in service of others and being kind and showing up for people. But there's a fine line that we have to walk. And you want to remember, too, what are your values as a person? You want to align those with the people you're surrounding yourself with. So if you're starting to fit yourself into a box so you can fit in with someone else, I don't know if that's the right relationship for you. Friendship, romantic, whatever it is, you need to think about, are you showing up for yourself in the most authentic way?
Yeah, and I think personal boundaries are really important here. It's something we throw around and we hear all the time, but explain that for us.
Ah, Boundaries. I always say it's like a dirty word. People are like, don't say boundaries to me, because people automatically get really defensive about
Yeah.
it. They're like, what am I doing wrong? And don't critique me. And boundaries are really there not just to protect yourself, but to protect other people too. It's making sure that there is that respect, that you're listening in terms of what someone needs, someone wants, what you need, what you want. Boundaries are there to really keep you safe and to keep other people safe. So don't be afraid to explore what boundaries mean to you. And maybe a boundary, for example, is it could be in your family where, your mother-in-law shows up unannounced all the time and you're like, hey, this isn't working for me. And you have to have a conversation about respecting those boundaries, but saying it in a way that's going to land correctly, that's going to make sure that there's a result for you, that is going to work for both parties, that there's going to be a compromise. You can stand up for yourself, but you don't have to be mean about it. Say what you mean, but don't say it mean. I think that's a really good lesson.
That's good, but we live in this age where everybody's feelings seem to get hurt so easily. You say open and honest communication is key. Explain.
Yeah. Again, open and honest communication, again, I think gets a bad rap because we feel, again, that, we have to stand up for ourselves and we need to, light the world on fire with it. And I think there's a time and a place for that energy that you're bringing to the table. So remember, what is the intention you have and how are you going to get there? Think about that before you start speaking, because
Florence,
that's going to hopefully get you there.
thank you so much. To get a copy of
Thanks.
Florence Ann's book, Build Your Village, please visit florenceann.com. Florence Ann, always great to chat with you. Terrific advice.
So wonderful to be with you. Thank you. Thank you.